My name is Steve, and I'm a proud American Red Cross volunteer. And today I'm here to talk to you guys about emergencies and natural disasters and how to be prepared for one. Since 1990, National Geographic Society stated that there have been 32 natural disasters here in the state of California, from earthquakes, wildfires, and severe storms that cause flooding. And all of these natural disasters, they require people to evacuate their homes, and basically they need to survive on their own. And today I'm going to show you guys how to make an emergency survival kit for when these natural disasters happen. And the emergency survival kit that I'm going to show you today, it's I got this at essentialpacks.com. It's sponsored by the American Red Cross, and this one's good because it has all the proper items and all the right supplies for the emergency kit. Now today I'm going to demonstrate to you guys how to make it, what to make out of an emergency survival kit, what to put in an emergency survival kit, and why we need these certain items in our emergency survival kit. Now, first of all, to make an emergency survival kit, you need a backpack or a container. Some people use containers, but I don't really like containers because when you're in an emergency or a natural disaster, you don't want to go and carry a container and like run when there's like an earthquake or a natural disaster. So what I prefer is a backpack because you can easily wear it and it's easily accessible. You can just run from your garage. Now, once you have your backpack or your supply kit, you got to buy the supplies. And I'm going to show you what kind of supplies I have. You don't have to buy these supplies, but I recommend these because these are just for emergencies. And the first thing I'm going to show you is, during an emergency, you need food and water to survive. And rescue officers say that you need 3 days to survive, basically, for rescue officers to come and rescue you. So what I have here is, it's a Mayday, it's food bars, and this is enough serving for just me. So if you're making a survival kit for like 4 people, for a family, you need to get 4 times this amount. So this has 6 bars in it, and the reason why I got this one is because it's high in all recommended vitamins. It has a 5-year shelf life, and that's really important because you don't want to keep like changing your food like every 1 year. You want to like have one so it's like 5 years. You don't have to change it so often. And this one also withstands temperatures of -22 degrees Fahrenheit to 142 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're in an emergency or a natural disaster and it's like really cold or like some severe like storm, this will hold up well. Now once you get that, I have here, you also need water to survive. Now this water I have here, it's also a good one. I got this one on essentialpacks.com too because this one has a 5-year shelf life also. And this 5-year shelf life, once again, is important because you want to keep replacing your water, and if natural disaster happens, you don't want to have like rotten water, or So I got this one. Now the next thing here I'm going to show you is this thing, and you're probably wondering what this is, right? This I took this out of the package because it was kind of like I wanted to kind of show you, but it's going to get kind of messy, so I'm not going to really like open it. But this is the emergency survival blanket, and the reason why you need this is because emergencies or natural disasters can happen at any time. It can happen at 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, so it might be super cold. So the reason why I got this one is because it retains 85% body heat, and so if it's like really cold, you can just put this around you and you won't, you're not going to be cold. And that's the reason why I got this one. And another thing you need is also a poncho, and this is an emergency poncho right here. And the reason why I like this one and why I got this one is because this is a one-size-fits-all, and it's very light. It's very handy, and it's reusable. So once you use it, you can use it again and again. And here, the next thing I'm going to show you is what I got here. It's a battery-free wind-up flashlight FM radio. And the reason why I got this one particularly is because it's a battery-free, and when emergencies or natural disasters happen, there might not be power or energy for us to use. So why I got this one is because it's really cool because there's a little wind thing right here, and you can just wind it like this. You don't need a battery. You can just wind it. You change the little tab right here to outer charge light, and it's battery free. And it's crazy because you're just using your energy. And the reason why I also got this one too is because it has a radio on it too. It has an FM radio, and this is very important too because when natural disaster happens, the government might want to have an emergency announcement, so you can just turn this on, and here, I'm going to turn this on real quick. and then you can like scan different radio stations, you know. So if there's like an emergency, you can hear all the announcements. Okay, now that I've showed you that, the next item I'm going to show you is probably the most important item in my kit, and this is important because during an emergency or natural disaster, you know, people can get hurt. If there's an earthquake, you know, things can be falling on you, like plates can be falling or books can fall on you, so you can get a cut or a wound. And this first aid kit is essential. And the reason why I got this one is because this one comes with a first aid guide on how to use all the items in this first aid kit. And that is important because not all of us are doctors, and you know, we won't be near someone who's like a medical professional. So having one of these is really important because you don't need to be a professional, and you can just help a person out if they're right there, you know, and they're hurt. You don't need to be a doctor. Now, this first aid kit is really good because it has antibacterial ointment, it has alcohol prep pads, it has all the bandages you need for your first aid kit. So now that I showed you what to put all your supplies in and the supplies you need for your kit, now you need to put all your supplies together inside your kit. And I'm going to show you guys like the best way to do that. And the best way to do that here is you got to put your heaviest items in the bottom. And see, this backpack is like big for just me, but if you're making one for like a family of 4, this is like a perfect size because you have to have 4 times this amount. You're going to have like 12 of these for a family of 4, you're going to have 4 of these, and vice versa. And then once you put the flashlight in, you put your food and your water in because that's the next heaviest items. And then you put your poncho and your emergency survival blanket in. And then you zip it up. And then you put your first aid kit here. I like putting the first aid kit right here because, you know, it's easy to get to, and it's probably the most important item in there. So now once you have all your supplies and you put your supplies in your kit, the next step is to put your supply kit in a place where when natural disaster happens, you can get to it right away. And the closest place I would imagine for you to put your emergency survival kit is probably in your garage or your front door. You know, so like when it does happen, you can just, you know, if an emergency happens right now, you want it to be like right next to the door, like somewhere near the door, so you can just grab it and run out. So today I demonstrated to you guys how to make an emergency survival kit, what to put in it, and why you need these certain supplies. And I want you, the reason why I demonstrated this to you guys is because it's important. It's a matter of life and death. You don't want to be the one in an emergency or natural disaster to be the one that's out looting for food. You want to be the one that's prepared. You want to be the one that can help another person with a first aid kit. You want to be the one that can, you know, provide and be prepared. So today, I showed you guys how to make this emergency kit, and I hope you guys were all listening, and now you guys are prepared. Thank you.